Have you ever wanted a way of living so that you could finally be at peace with yourself? Then this video is going to be the video for you. The way of living that I'm referring to is called Taoism, but the definition for Taoism is a little bit more confusing than you might think it is. The first chapter of Tao Te Ching, a book of meditations on Taoism, actually refers to Tao being indefinite. Taoism isn't really like a set religion with set rules. It's more of like a way of like accepting on who you are as a person. Discovering who you are and what motivates you in your life. Taoism is more of a way for somebody to flow more fluidly throughout life. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you some tips on how you can flow through life better. Be kind. This is as simply as just enjoy life for what it is. The next time you're rushing to work and you're just a tad bit late, just take a step back and just breathe. You're gonna get there and it's going to be all fine. We never just take the time to just sit back and just enjoy life. The fact that we're just monkeys floating in through infinite space that makes no sense. Letting go expectations. Let go of what people's expectations are. Let go of trying to please everyone in the world. The more expectations you have in your life, the more you won't be able to accomplish and become. You'll be so set on achieving the expectations that people set for you that you won't even have any for yourself. I know that's easier said than done, but here's a little secret that I'm gonna share with you. Create only one single expectations at a time for one single experience. Learning from your own experiences will better yourself on your own accord because you're not burdened by expectations anymore. Have fun with it. Just to give an example, one of the expectations that I have for myself is I want to eventually do a martial art. I'm not doing it yet, but I know I'll eventually get around to it, but it's not something that I'm burdened by. Embrace silence. In this day and age, we're constantly trying to keep our minds entertained and never just like sit back and just relax over the silence. Now, I know that may sound boring, but when's the last time that you actually just sat back in silence? You never have any thoughts to yourself, and you're always keeping your mind occupied, never truly having peace with your mind. In this day and age, we're constantly fixated on keeping our minds running and running, never enjoying the silence of silence. Golden rule. Now, the golden rule: treat others how you'd like to be treated. This isn't Taoism, but I really am a big believer in karma, and I feel that the more good that you put out to the world, the more good is going to come back to you, and you're going to have better and better luck. Obviously, we don't see it sometimes, and life does suck at times, but that's life. You have to deal with it. But be good, and that good will come back to you. Accept yourself. Learn how to trust your heart and when to know when something doesn't feel right at some time. For example, college wasn't for me at the time, but that doesn't mean that I'm not willing to go back to it. That's something that's perfectly okay. You should be willing to explore your options, whatever those may be, instead of just constricting yourself to this cage of set things on how this exactly how it's supposed to go, and not exploring your options at all. Owning nothing. Of course, we all need some necessity materials, but I very much do enjoy the idea of not having a lot. The more you have, the more stress I feel like that's scattered about, and the more you have to worry about on what my things are. Just keep it simple. You don't need a bunch of diamond earrings, bunch of watches, just to impress some people that you don't even know. Backing up. Process of learning Taoism is more of a healing process than a set philosophy. You're flowing down the path of life, and you shouldn't rush it at all. Being authentic. In life, we often think sometimes that we have to be perfect. We have to set a standard that has to be reached every single time. No, you are a human being. You're going to have mistakes sometimes, and that's something that's perfectly okay. You just have to make sure you're learning from your mistakes so that when that problem arrives next time, then you can properly combat it. Your calling. Finally, the most important tip is find peace within yourself. Everyone's life is going at their own pace, and it's up to you to find what your pace is. You shouldn't be judging your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Taoism is a way of accepting your life, following your flow to find peace in life. It's opening up a smile to enable possibility. To smile is to say yes to your life. This concludes being a one step closer to your authentic self. The best way to support me is hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications as well. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video, friends. This means so much to me, and have a good day.